Have you ever thought of the perfect comeback hours later? Someone says something rude, dismissive, or insulting. In the moment, your mind suddenly freezes. Maybe you laugh awkwardly, change the subject, or stay silent. Then later, while showering, walking, or lying in bed, your brain finds the perfect reply. The kind of line that would have shut the whole situation down instantly. Sharp, clever, and unforgettable. And suddenly, you feel annoyed with yourself. You think, why didn't I say that in the moment? This happens to almost everyone at some point. But sometimes something different happens. Someone throws an insult and you respond instantly. The comeback is perfect and effortless. The room goes quiet and people look impressed. Your brain actually runs several systems at the same time during social challenges. One part processes emotions, another part constantly scans for social threats, and another, slower system tries to construct language and meaning. The problem begins when someone verbally attacks you. Your emotional brain usually reacts first. Psychologists often compare this reaction to a smoke alarm going off in your mind. The alarm is loud and urgent, but it doesn't help you think clearly. When this emotional system activates, your brain focuses on protecting your ego. Instead of crafting a clever response, it tries to interpret the situation. That's why many people suddenly go blank in the moment. It's not a lack of intelligence. Your brain is just busy handling the emotional shock. Now here's where things start to get interesting. People who deliver perfect revenge replies handle emotions a little differently. Instead of reacting instantly with anger or embarrassment, they stay calm for a moment. Those few extra seconds make a huge difference. Neuroscience shows that when the brain calms down, clearer thinking becomes possible. The emotional center of the brain, the amygdala, begins to settle. At the same time, the prefrontal cortex becomes more active. This part of the brain controls reasoning, language, and creativity. It's the system that helps generate clever responses. When someone stays calm under pressure, their brain accesses more ideas. Memories, jokes, metaphors, and observations become available instantly. And that's how a perfectly timed comeback suddenly appears effortless.
But the psychology behind perfect comebacks goes even deeper than quick thinking. People who deliver powerful replies often have strong social awareness. They constantly read subtle signals during conversations, things like tone of voice, facial expressions, and the rhythm of dialogue. In many ways, conversation works like a game of chess. Every sentence can be seen as a strategic move. Most people focus only on defending themselves when attacked, but socially aware individuals are already thinking a few moves ahead. They understand the hidden motivations behind what someone says. Sometimes an insult comes from insecurity or a desire for dominance. Other times, someone just wants to look funny in front of others. When you recognize the intention behind a comment, one precise sentence can dismantle it.
There is also something surprisingly playful about people who deliver great comebacks. Their minds treat language almost like a game. Words become flexible tools instead of rigid statements. This playful mindset allows them to twist phrases easily. They can flip an insult or redirect a conversation in seconds. Most people react defensively when their intelligence is insulted. A defensive brain might answer with anger, but a playful brain chooses something unexpected. It might respond with a clever line that shifts the tone. Suddenly, the power dynamic in the conversation changes. The original insult loses its impact and control. Humor, wit, and timing become far more powerful than simple anger.
There's another layer of psychology hidden beneath all of this: confidence. Not loud or arrogant confidence that tries to dominate conversations, but a quiet confidence that comes from being comfortable with yourself. When people are deeply insecure, insults feel much more painful. Their brain treats every negative comment like a serious threat. It feels as if their identity is being attacked. But when someone has a stable sense of self, the reaction changes. An insult no longer feels dangerous. Instead, it becomes something almost interesting, more like a puzzle to respond to. That emotional distance creates space for clearer thinking, and the brain becomes creative instead of defensive.
But revenge replies are not always about humiliating someone. The most powerful ones are often more subtle. Instead of attacking the person, they expose the weakness in the insult. For example, someone might mock you for being quiet. A harsh reply could escalate the conflict, but a clever response might say, "I talk less so I don't say things I'll regret later." Suddenly, the insult loses its power and the conversation shifts.